Hi everyone and welcome back to game number 2 with Stardekk and Awoodenbox. Once again, Stardekk playing as the 3rd Armoured and Awoodenbox as the 7th Panzer division. Interesting, we've got the same repeat of those divisions on a completely different map. We're obviously on 2 lakes now. Good positioning on Special Alpha Clara for Awoodenbox, getting in this point nice and early. There is a sniper on the way in from Stardekk though. An Apache at this side, but no recon, interestingly, put down by Stardekk. There is some recon coming in for Awoodenbox, which will be going in these buildings, I assume, and maybe this forest. Yeah, not going all the way along here. We'll have to be careful of that Apache. A couple of MiG-21s coming in to deal with that Apache by the looks of it. Obviously, it's been spotted, probably by these guys here. Yes, indeed. Oh, they've had to veer off at the last second, one of them. One of them does go in, gets 2 missiles off, but the missiles miss. Apaches obviously do have their flares. F-15 Eagle in, will make short work of that MiG. Sniper has been killed up here, though. In the meantime, plenty of reinforcements appearing here for Awoodenbox. Interestingly, we have a good spread of units for Stardekk. Not something we see very often. Eagle going after that MiG now. That MiG will be in trouble here. Oh, the Eagle takes a hit from the Cub at the other side. And the MiG will get out. That Eagle will take a while to repair. Supply truck has been destroyed somewhere over here. So, Awoodenbox in a nice position here with a little tank. There's actually not a lot defending here. The majority of Stardekk's forces have actually been pushed up here, including 2 tanks. He wants to try and get in here early before there are plenty of reinforcements. Mi-24D being called in. Lots of Conkers and Iglas being called in here as well. This is an interesting maneuver. Lots of stuff coming in here for Stardekk. Very little coming in down here. Command Chopper is in once again for Stardekk, though. Vehicle commands are in for Awoodenbox. Awoodenbox is planning to go into Alpha. I mean, he's bringing his command up ready. But this is fascinating. Very rarely do we see the player on the left-hand side push a lot to Bravo at the start. They usually pile everything into Alpha to make sure they can hold that and then sort of pivot into Bravo. Stardekk's doing it a little bit different here. He's brought in some big tanks. The problem is he's now in the position that he's kind of stalled outside and reinforcements are arriving, including 2 choppers for Awoodenbox. They're going to play havoc with those tanks. There's a Stinger there to assist, but it's not going to be very much. Apache going around the top there will land to get repaired. But there isn't a lot of AA here. And unless there's another F15... Couple of Eagles coming in here. The Conkers not viewable by those tanks at the moment. Military police, however, could probably just be seeing them. Not quite. Not quite. Special Alpha Clara here are holding fire with their Dragunov, and they're now firing. Back on hold fire. Special Alpha Clara obviously do have the advanced ground radar. A couple of reinforcements coming in down the bottom now for Stardekk. He hasn't forgotten about it. But I think most of the action initially is going to take place up here. Special Alpha Clara made the mistake of opening fire. They have been seen, though it has revealed exactly where those tanks are if they weren't seen already. At least one of them should have been visible, though. Special Alpha Clara might get out alive here. No, they don't. Military police finish them off. That'll be disappointing. Conkers do get a shot off towards the tank, though, but it does go awry as the tank backs off. Got more T-72s arriving at the top here. He will have plenty of tanks at the top of Awoodenbox. So as long as he can get close enough to those Abrams, he will be fine. Not a lot of movement down here. Military police scaring off those March Clara. The Apache rockets coming down to cause issues. Bear in mind there's no anti-air down here at the moment. Pioneer Flams and Panzer coming in down the bottom here. A little bit stalemated right now. Awoodenbox can't really push in here easily. Stardekk probably has a better chance of pushing into this point, but as more reinforcements arrive, he will struggle more and more. Oh, the M270 is in again. Performed pretty well in the last game, certainly doing damage now. Obviously got those 2 chopper kills, amongst other things. T-72 is pushing around this way. Awoodenbox perhaps hoping he can get some side shots on these tanks if they push up. Although, that's the Motsuchin getting hit by the military police there. Here comes the rocket artillery going for those conkers. They will probably die here if there's another good strike from a rocket. Oh, that was already a bit damaged, I think. Quite a big spread there. BMP-1 firing at that Abrams. Will not hit as the Abrams goes into cover again. M270 misses the mark, only gets 1 hit on target. Awoodenbox pushing in around here. Should be able to deal with these forces as long as he can stay at range from the engineers, because they only have the satchel charges to be a massive threat. More T-72s coming in at the top, and another T-55. Chaparral there taking shots at the Mi-2 recon chopper. Oh, there's Motsuchin getting absolutely wrecked there. BMP-1 taking fire from the Abrams. Abrams taking fire, though, from those T-72s. T-72's not doing a lot of damage to that front armor. They have smoke to get out of there. Front armor, obviously, of this is 20. And the penetration on these things, 18. So, versus front armor, unless they're close, they're not going to do a lot. The closer they are, the more damage they do. Engineer's dead down here for Stardekk. Stardekk calling in reinforcements urgently now to stop this small force that's pushing around here. There's still not a lot down here for Awoodenbox. Stardekk is pushing down the Apache, which will cause massive issues for Awoodenbox's units there. MiG-21's coming in to take out that Apache again. Are we going to see the F-15 come in? Is it repaired? Apache is dead. MiG-21 took fire. Will get out intact, though. F-15 did not come in, perhaps still repairing. Conker's getting a shot off there, but smoke's coming out of the Abrams. Abrams weirdly pushing forward into that, though. T-55 firing at it now. Was that the T-55 that was firing, or the Conkers? I think it was the T-55. The Conkers don't actually have a view on it. Smoke now, so that can't see. Something's firing, or the BMP-1's firing at it now. Does get the hit, but the BMP-1's missile. Just a Malyuk to P. Only 16 penetration. It's HE, I suppose. It's a heat round. So technically the calculation's different. It will do 1 damage per time. Awoodenbox with a little bit of encircling going on here, but mech rifles in position here. There's an Abrams there. BMP-1 taking shots at these... Are they firing at the military police? I'm not entirely sure. BMP-1 destroyed by the tank, though. Pioneer Flams will be useful here, but they're going to take a lot of fire because they can be seen from every side. There's another Apache rocket coming in as well. I don't think these guys are going to survive. Strella's pushing around here. Very little movement at the top now. Reinforcements still arriving for Awoodenbox. Command tank coming in for Stardekk. He's determined to get into this point. And to be fair, all he needs to do is take a corner. At the moment, I don't feel like Awoodenbox has the forces to push Alpha. But then, I'm not either convinced that Stardekk has the forces to push into Bravo very effectively. I think Awoodenbox will pull up a stiff resistance. Wasted M270 shot there. There aren't actually any units left in that area. Of course, Stardekk doesn't know that. Some more Pivads coming in here to deal with those MiGs if they come back in for that chopper. Suchin coming in there. This is a bit of a stalemate right now. Whoever makes the first move is going to lose units. Military police pushing up here to go for that BMP. Giving it some serious punishment. They might finish the job. Yep, they do, unsurprisingly. I think there's a good chance this tank is going to get into this corner. Awoodenbox is ahead slightly in points right now, but not enough to call it a win, I don't think. I think it would count as a draw. More Panzer coming in here. Lots of engineers flash in here. Better choice than just the standard engineers. I wonder if that Pivads is going to try and get that MI2. Certainly pushing quite far this way. Ooh, cluster MLRS coming in. Be interesting to see if that does very much. Had been very disappointing in earlier patches. So it'll be interesting to see if it's a little bit more what we would expect now from cluster artillery. Yeah, Pivad straight for the MI2. "28 minutes left. We are definitely right now stalemated. Sooner or later, someone's got to make a move. I'm suspecting Awoodenbox might wait for Stardekk to make the move. This will be a little interesting fight at the bottom between the Engineers Flash and the Panzer. Engineers Flash should win that fight, but the SPW-70s obviously can kill them pretty effectively. Supply truck destroyed in the middle there. I think that was sent out as a scout to see what was there. Really curious what's going to happen with this little fight down here. The Panzer will make short work of the M113s. The Panzer obviously have plenty of launchers. Oh, both of these are firing at the same time. And they're firing at the same position? Yes, they are. Well, that means he'll basically be able to stun and then cluster. And there's the stun. Does he get a cluster on them as well? He is doing plenty of damage. Yeah, there we go. Gets the kill. Does he get a second? Almost. He does. Second one killed. That was very nice. That worked really effectively. Marker has gone down, but they're moving immediately. That will have driven Awoodenbox slightly mad, I'm sure. That was a lot of firepower. Killed 2 T-72s. And I think some infantry. Stardekk on the move a little bit here. Awoodenbox moving to meet. Oh, there's a little bit of engagement down here as well. Awoodenbox is pushing this area. He's managed to force the M1A1 to retreat. His units have taken quite a bit of damage here. 2 of the Engineers Flash squads are dead. 1 has got back into its vehicle. This is an interesting little fight here. Awoodenbox came out on top. And he's doing alright here as well. That Abrams pushing back up. T-72 will take a shot at it, though. Abrams is in a bad way. Military police took a lot of fire here. But equally, Awoodenbox has lost a few units there. Another Apache coming in for Stardekk. T-72 is getting lots of shots off here. Is that Abrams fully repaired already? Wow. That was fast. That was very fast. Artillery being used on this area now. MiG-21 in. No. There's the F-15. I was going to say, it's going to come out sooner or later. That MiG will be lucky to get out alive. Very lucky. Oh no, there it goes. It's down. Eagle with the AIM-120s. Good jet to fly in DCS. F15-C. Just throwing that out there. It's in Fallen Cliffs 3, incidentally. It's one of the low fidelity planes. I like it. It's low fidelity. Less buttons to press. Artillery is in here for Awoodenbox, doing some damage to this area here. If he can clear this up, it removes a lot of the threat from Bravo. But he is struggling to get into Alpha here. This is a weirdly stalemated match, more so than I expected. Earlier doors, I thought Stardekk was going to have no issue pushing into this point. But it hasn't worked out like that. Incidentally, I think the command tank died up here. I don't see the command tank. I think that Awoodenbox managed to kill it somehow. I don't even know where it died. Oh no, it's... Is that a new one that's being called in? I am so confused right now. I'm looking forward to watching this back when I edit the video just to see if that was the same one or if he lost one. Few losses down here. That T-72's got good eyes on the edge of this town, with some assistance in seeing stuff from the Alpha Clara. There's not a lot here for Awoodenbox. He feels, it feels like to me he's doing a lot with very little. He's keeping the pressure on. What I'm noticing here is a lack of long-range units for Stardekk that can actually see out. I think it's because he doesn't have any recon here. He's got plenty of units in for anything that gets close, but he doesn't have actually recon that can see further. Artillery is off again. Might get the Special Alpha Clara and the Shilka. Not overly scary in losses though. T-72 all the way back here. Artillery going down on this area now. Did get one hit on the Chaparral. Won't finish the job though. Special Alpha Clara almost dead. Do survive. One unit left. Lots of reinforcements coming in down here. Eagle is in. Testing for AA. Cub misses. Eagle coming around for another pass. Certainly wasting the ammo, perhaps. Oh, he's trying to go for the MiG-21 that was in at the back there. Is that a little bit of baiting by Awoodenbox, trying to get the F-15 killed, perhaps? Awoodenbox doesn't have a lot of AA. He's got Eaglers down here, but really the Cub there, I think... Is there one and there's another one being called in? I mean, the Eaglers can hit the F-15. It's just, you know, it has a lot of ECM. There's the Abrams command tank pushing in. Is taking fire from the Conkers. Does get hit. Conkers reloading the fire again. Not many shots left. Last shot going out. No, doesn't go out. Not in line of sight anymore. The Abrams coming in. Some more T-72s coming in down here. The Cub coming in down here as well now. Awoodenbox just buffing up that air defense a bit. MRLS off again. This time in this area. Awoodenbox pulling everything back except the Conkers. Command tank is on the move again. We'll be in range of those Conkers momentarily. There it goes. We'll get hit again unless it smokes. Oh, misses. The Conkers are in trouble now. And they are dead. A little bit of push here from Awoodenbox. Just pushing up those tanks, getting some shots off on the Abrams in there. Mech Rifle's obviously shooting out. Mech Rifle's doing a reasonable amount of damage to the T-72, but not a huge amount. Certainly will take a few shots. They're now taking a lot of fire. Actually, 22 clusters just been destroyed by the Eagle, I think. Or possibly the Stingers. That went down up here. It was obviously going for the command tank. Command tank is actually dead. Another command tank being called in. MiG-21 down to all the Stingers. We're having a big exchange of units right now. Awoodenbox trying to get in this town now. And he's not being afraid to lose units here. He's just throwing in aircraft. He wants to clean up this mess a bit. And dwindling forces here, I would say now, from Stardekk. He's lost all of his big tanks. There's one there. There's another one coming in. And there's a command coming in. But Awoodenbox has done a good job of keeping them at bay. He's losing stuff down here as he pushes in. But he has managed to clean up this area. That Scout is just railing on those Panzer Jaegers with its minigun. It's doing a good job. Shilka trying to kill a supply truck. I mean, it should kill it. Pretty sure in real life it would just tear it apart. Apache going for that, though. Oh, it's dead. Awoodenbox making progress here. He has forced the units of Stardekk back into the center of the point. Has cleared out a lot of them. Stardekk's in trouble here. Awoodenbox has a good spread of units. A lot of firepower coming in on all these mech rifles. Every time something appears to start firing, it's taking a lot of additional supportive fire. Stardekk needs to get in this point. He is pushing now. He's moving up these Stingers to try and get the Mi-24. Should get the kill. Unless he's very unlucky. He might be just very unlucky here. He's missing a lot. Awoodenbox has made it into the town. This is bad news for Stardekk. Can Stardekk do the same up here? He is arriving with that Abrams command tank. These units up here haven't moved yet. Awoodenbox still in full control of the town. But down here, there's the command in. Expect a quick response from some artillery firing on this area, I'm sure. Let's have a look. Yes, indeed. Immediate response from both of those MLRS, including the Cluster 1, on that command vehicle. I expect it will be very lucky to survive this onslaught. But this point is now Awoodenbox's. Reinforcements are arriving for Stardekk, but are going to be too little, too late, I think. Stardekk needs to get into Bravo. He needs to get into this point. All of these tanks, though, from Awoodenbox pushing up now, closing the distance. The closer they are, the more damage they do. That is, immediate loss of that tank. T-72 is dead. The Abrams command is down, though. The HA is down. Gets shot close range from the T-72. Awoodenbox successfully defends the top point and is now in control of the bottom point. Command Chopper having issues. Has a hood failure. Is likely to die. Here's all of that fire coming in on that command. Does Awoodenbox realise? He's not moving it. He is now. But it's it's on 1 pip of health. It will be lucky to survive this. It is moving. If that survives. No, it's dead. I was going to say, there's no way that survives. I expect to see another command coming in forthwith from Awoodenbox. Awoodenbox now out ahead with 294 points. That will be the win, I believe, if he can maintain that. Is it enough? Command Chopper rushing in here. This is risky business. There's a lot of AA in here. It's just going to get ripped to shreds. I was going to say, no chance. That was a panic maneuver. could be that Stardekk is out of... No, there's a command tank here. No, it is coming in from the bottom. I was going to say, is he out of ground commands? Stardekk's managed to get units in this town still. This is causing issues for Awoodenbox's push. He does have a lot more coming in, though. T-55's coming in. No command coming in, though. Really surprised we haven't seen another command called in immediately. I'm also surprised that Awoodenbox hasn't swung a cheeky chop around the back to kill that artillery. You don't think about it in the heat of the moment most of the time, but he probably could have... there's a PIVADS there, actually, so maybe not. Would it have range to shoot at? I don't know. Probably. Probably. I'm just thinking, could he get a chop around to kill the MLRS? But PIVADS would cause issues, I think. I mean, Awoodenbox is in control at this point. The command is dead. He's killed most of the forces here, but he doesn't have a command in there. Command, infantry on the way. Good choice. Can sit in a building, provide a little bit more protection for them. In firm control at this point up here. 13 minutes left of this game. It is not looking good now for Stardekk. I think he's lost a lot of units. Once again, it's looking very red on the map. Really good use of the MLRS, though. Once again, it's proving to be pretty good in this patch. Has caused a lot of issues for Awoodenbox, but Awoodenbox out in the lead right now. We'll soon have a command in here and we'll make it +4. MiG-23 coming in, going for these choppers again. One is down. Eagle is in. Eagle is going to get the kill. Apache taking fire from the Shilka, though. Eagle pulling back around. Needs to be careful. There are Cubs there. I think it's going... Yeah, it's going in for one of the Mi-24s. Cub is moving at the moment, so will not actually fire because it's not an attack move. PIVAD's getting shots off at that MI as well. Here's the command coming in. Cub pushing up a bit closer. There's the command in. I'm sure he'll be going straight to a building. Yes, indeed, over to this side. Towards the center now. Just so it's out of dodge. Not a huge amount still left defending here. Not a huge amount attacking either, though. Awoodenbox looking in a good position now. It's been a tense game. A very stalemated game for a very long time. But Awoodenbox just managed to get in this point. And there's the surrender. Commiseration Stardekk, really well played in both of those games. Look how tight the kills and losses were there. That's Awoodenbox losing a load of aircraft as well. Let's have a look at the kills and losses, because I think he lost a few there. Nothing too stand out there. The Panzer got a lot of kills on those transport vehicles. On the other side, Eagle got quite 3 aircraft kills. Mech Rifles were doing a decent job. Got a couple of Strelas as well. Look at the cluster. MLRS only got 2 kills, but the cluster, 5 kills. MVP, M270 MLRS cluster makes a change. Apache did really well, as you would expect. The Apaches are always good. I was just looking to see what other aircraft got taken down. Stinger got an Su-22 and a MiG-21. Another MiG-21 there for the PIVADS. Yeah. Quite a few aircraft lost there for Awoodenbox. I think that's where a lot of points went. Obviously, you know, various tanks and things as well. But really good game, guys. Enjoyed that. Once again, things done a little bit differently by Stardekk there. Pushing the top point rather than the bottom. I think that was a good idea at the start. It just unfortunately lost his momentum. I think that was an interesting take on that, though. Because not everyone does that. Really well played, guys. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll have more from the tournament over the weekend.